Welcome to my new series, Grid Work. So for this series, I have put together a quilt that's just a bunch of 12-inch blocks with some 1.5-inch sashing. So nothing too complex here. And I've marked all of those blocks with a 2-inch grid. And I'm going to be working within that grid for the next 19 videos. If you're new here, I'm Sam Alberts. This is Quilting Curve Studio because quilting isn't a straight line. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single one of these awesome videos. That's enough fluff, let's go stitch.
Let's talk grid work for a quick second. As I said before, I always pre-mark my grid on my quilt before I mount it on the long arm. This ensures my lines are as straight as I can get them, and although it does take a lot of time to mark out an entire grid, especially if you're planning on quilting a large section of your quilt, this will ultimately save you time in the end. You can see how I'm working my way around my grid, traveling along the outside edge, only until I reach the next grid line. This is so much faster than trying to go about it meticulously, one direction and then the other. Also, because my lines are pre-marked, I can hold my ruler in the most comfortable position for me and stitch confidently. This video is sped up quite a bit, and stitching this 12-inch block took me about 5 minutes. Once my grid is quilted, I'm going to fill in every other square with matchstick quilting. This is kind of that classic grid work design that everyone loves. The contrast is so striking and the texture is phenomenal. I use my ruler to help me keep my matchstick design nice and straight, but honestly, if you were working in a smaller grid, you really wouldn't need to use a ruler for this. If you are stitching out a large area of the quilt with this matchstick grid design, a good idea is to take your marking pen and put a dot in each square you want matchsticks in. This will help you not get too lost in the matrix. It took me about 10 minutes to quilt out all these matchstick designs, and although I could have left this design as it is, I'm going to come back in and add some more detail. The great thing about starting with this basic matchstick grid design is that you could pretty much add any small detail to this empty square to make it unique. I'm going to keep it pretty simple with an inside echo of the square and another matchstick fill. I am doing a 1/2-inch echo here, and I have to switch to a smaller ruler because of my red snapper. This part is really slow. It took me almost 16 minutes to complete the details of this block. So for a single block, that took me just over 30 minutes, not including marking or design time. But the results are hard to argue with. I'm thrilled with how this block came out, and I hope you love it as much as I do. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I love the way this design came out. I think it's a great way to kickstart these videos. Thanks for watching. See you next week.